Hello. We've had several people asking about the attacks on routers that you may have read about in the news. These are emanating from Russia as best they've been able to tell. And our clients have been wondering, are they vulnerable? Is this something that needs attention? So I wanted to make a real quick video just to address that. To begin with, the attacks, the way they work is they pinpoint certain vulnerabilities in routers, specifically home-based routers from Linksys, Cisco, Netgear, TP-Link, and some others that allow the hacker to take control of the router. And that is basically how it works. So it is a very serious vulnerability. One good thing about it is that it only seems to be affecting home and small office routers. I've got some examples of those. This right here is an old Linksys model. If you've got one of these, go look in your closet and see if it's plugged in and you're using it to access the internet. There's another one here. This is a little bit newer model from Linksys. This is after Cisco bought them. So that's what it looks like. I've also got one here from TP-Link, which this is another vulnerable model. We've got lots of them. Pulled them all out of the trash pile to show you today because most of these are old. Now this newer one, this is one from Netgear, and we do still actually use this one today. Typically, we use it as a wireless access point, so it's not a vulnerability in that regard. But if this is your business router or firewall, then it needs to be updated. Make sure that it's updated and also reset by powering it off and powering it back on. And we would be more than happy to help you with that, help you determine if you are vulnerable or not. If you do have a business class firewall, that would be typically one of your higher end Cisco, Meraki, FortiGate, Juniper, anything like that, then those are typically not vulnerable. And the reason is they get updates frequently from the manufacturer and keeps them up to date against the current threats. So those are not nearly as much of a problem. What happens is on routers like this that have been around for years is the software in them is so old that it doesn't update itself and it just ends up being a vulnerability. And that's actually a good segue I can run into real quick, that if you are using any of these type devices to protect your business network, that's not a good idea. In today's world of threats, you need something a little more substantial. These get you on the internet, but they don't really protect you. Viruses, malware, any type of threats that are coming across go right through these routers. They don't provide any type of protection whatsoever. They also don't have any content protection either. So your users are free to go to any site they wish that may have malicious content on it. You can't set policies such as no porn, no hate, no guns, no whatever category that you want. You can even block with a business firewall. You can actually block social media sites, shopping, etc. So there's a lot of good reasons to have a business class firewall, and we always encourage that. These, again, will get you on the internet, but they don't protect you from the internet. And this latest vulnerability really demonstrates that quite well. So if you have any questions or you're wondering if you are protected, give us a call, let us know. We'll be glad to help you out. And if you do have one of these other older devices and you don't have a business class firewall, we'll be more than happy to give you a recommendation and try to help you out with that as well. At the very least, we can update the firmware and at least get these things as protected as they can possibly be against this latest threat. Thank you for spending a couple of minutes with me to talk about this. Have a great day.